The night is dark, and the air bites with a cruel chill. Princess Alexandra is sent to her room by her father because she refuses to marry Prince Seth. She is given 24 hours to change her mind, or else there would be consequences. The princess sits in her room, weeping and thinking of ways she can escape from this doom. The once warm chamber feels like a prison now, the flickering candlelight casting long, trembling shadows upon the wall. Every sound in the castle feels louder, the footsteps of the guards, the closing of the doors in the distance, the wind through the old stone halls. Each tick of the clock reminds her that her time is running out. In the dead of the night, she seeks an escape through the back gate. The least guarded, the least viewed, her footsteps are soft but frantic, her heart pounding like thunder in her chest. Running along the dirty old bridge, tripping over the bottom of her dress, in a fit of rage, Alexandra rips off the ends of her flowing maroon gown to prevent from more trips, and keeps running. Her breath grows thin, her lungs quiver as she tries to regain her strength. Her frame is frozen by the cold of the night. Alexandra isn't sure where she's going or when she'll ever stop running, but she's determined to get as far as she can from her doom, the fate that lies ahead. After running for who knows how long, Alexandra finds herself dazed, out of breath, and frozen stiff. She can no longer remember which way her home is, but she cares not, and only wishes to get as far away as possible. The forest beyond the bridge swallows her whole. The trees stand tall and black against the pale moonlight, their branches reaching like hands. Every rustle in the leaves makes her heart jolt. Every shadow feels alive. Her mind wonders about what will happen when her absence is discovered. The rage of her father, the alarmed voices of the servants, the search that surely will happen, but she cannot turn back now. Before long, a hand grasps her wrist. A guard, one of her father's, has found her. She struggles, kicking and crying out, but his grasp tightens like iron. Her cries echo through the night, unheard by anyone but the dark. He drags her back down to the castle, her dress catching on the stones, her hair falling wild around her face. The gate creaks open, drawing her back into its depths. The dungeon is damp and reeks with the revolting sense of rusting cells and rotting corpse. Lining the cell block till she is led to the furthest cell, farthest from any sight of freedom. The only light comes from a single torch flickering in the corner, throwing haunting and twisted shapes of shadows across the cold stone walls, as if the hands reached to pull her to the deepest pit of despair once again. The guard shoves her inside, and then the door slams shut with the final echoing clang of the keys turning. The boom of the wooden door bar falling in place. Alexandra collapses to the ground, trembling, her tears mixing with the dirt beneath her hands. She wonders if this will be her punishment, to fade away into the darkness and be forgotten. Hours, or perhaps days, passed before Alexandra heard the sound of footsteps beating through the dungeon halls again. After the sound of the bar being lifted and the keys rattling, the cell door creaks open. In a dim light, she sees him, Prince Seth. His face is pale, his cloak covered in the dredge of the snow.
I found you,
he says softly, his voice filled with something that almost sounds like concern. He kneels beside her, brushing a strand of hair from her face.
You shall not be down here. You deserve better than this.
At first she thinks he is her savior. He helps her stand and wraps her in her shivering frame in his cloak, and leads her out into the night. The air is cold and sharp, The cold winter air cuts through her lungs, but it smells like freedom. For the first time in days, she dares to hope. "Thank you," she whispers, her voice breaking. "I owe you my life." But when he turns to face her beneath the pale moonlight, his expression changes. "Then repay me," he says. "Marry me, Alexandra. You have no one else left, and I am the only one who can protect you." Her heart sinks. "No," she says, shaking her head. "I cannot." Something dark flashes in his eyes. His hand tightens around hers, no longer gentle. "You filthy wretch!" He splits, his voice colder than the night. "I saved you, and yet you still defy me?" Alexandra pulled away, but Seth's ironclad grip leaves no room for escape. The softness is gone and replaced by a face painted with wrath. He drags her back toward the castle, ignoring her cries. The corridors echo with her desperate calls. But no one dares intervene. Once again, she is thrown into the dungeon, the door slamming behind her like the toll of a bell. Prince Seth stands on the other side, his face shadowed by moonlight. "If you will not be mine by choice," he says quietly, "then you shall remain here in the cell until you change your mind." The door locks. His footsteps fade. Alexandra sinks to the cold floor, her hope dimming like the dying flame of the torch. The air grows still, and for the first time she wonders if freedom was never meant for her. Prince Seth felt an unwavering rage. This dreadful outcome, and all his struggle to find Alexandra, it was all in vain.